I know I'm muted. I'm muted. Um, I am here to declare, you guys. I'm here to declare. As I look out the window and see the sun shining brightly, and I see the ground completely dry, I am here to declare to the Thai squad, new followers and friends, that God did it again. Yes, He did. We made it through. Now we're not completely out the woods, but I tell you one thing: it could have went a whole nother way. There are so many people that have lost their lives, according to news reports. But I'm looking out the window at this Amazon Prime driver as he unloads, and I'm looking out at the trees blowing and the sun is shining. God did it again. Yes, He did. I'm just letting y'all know it could have went a whole other way. That was a little rough moments last night. It was kind of rough, but I told y'all, I said something tells me that we're gonna be all right. We got to stop second guessing our faith because God has a proven track record with us. I told y'all the other day, I think that was Saturday. I said, I don't know. I just believe like it's gonna be all right. Let me get off that thing, y'all, because this could turn into a whole nother show. This ain't that type of show. I hate Gail Coleman, Brittany Chill, Brother Lindy. God did it again. Yes, He did. And He'll do it, and He'll do it suddenly. That's what Vanessa Bell Armstrong said. I also want to declare that tea I got the other day that I don't normally get is USDA board certified garbage. This ain't the one. That ain't my regular tea. All right. He'll do it, Prince, and He'll do it suddenly. That don't mean we don't remember or acknowledge what's going on. Don't you start, Kirby. What's going on with our family in Kentucky and Virginia and all of them through that way. It's really bad. Ohio and all of them through that way. You may see Thai Squad members out in the chat because they don't have power. I'm still hoping to hear back from Tim Bree. She sent me a text late last night. She said, Tyesse, the lights are flickering. I'm hoping that we don't lose power. And I haven't heard back from her since. I believe that we're going to see Tim Bree in the chat in the next 24 hours. I just believe God. I believe God. Yes. He'll do it. Dr. Golden, He'll do it. Mama Joyce. Yes, thank y'all so much for tuning in today. I'm feeling very green today. I'm feeling new. I'm feeling green. I got to keep my hopes up, y'all. I'm moving in 2 days. I got to keep my spirit. I got to motivate myself. I got to encourage myself. I'm moving in just 48 hours. And listen, I'm in here by myself doing it. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. I thank God for being here. I thank God for being here. I thank God for being here. I really do. I really do. Let's leave that alone, y'all, because we're going to start some trouble up in here. What's the name? He say, don't push me. Like Ricky Dillard, he say, don't push me. Don't push me. Jason, don't push me. All right. See, I don't understand my body. I don't understand. I turn the heat off, and then I just have like hot flashes because it's so hot because I turned the heater on. Then I turned the heater off right before I went live. Okay, so now I'm warm. So I turn the heater off, and in a few minutes I'm going to be cold. I wish somebody would have told me about my senior years. So now let me put the fan on and cool. Oh, okay. I don't understand it, y'all. I don't understand it. Hold on one second. Okay. Some of the flights are coming back online, y'all. And some of the airlines are getting back on track. Just pack your patience, pack your clothes, and pack your patience, everybody. Okay, because once the airlines are shut down, well, I have it, Kirby, over here, and I just warmed this area up. But then, like, I had the big heater on as well, so I don't know. Maybe it's too much maybe it's too much back to back. Okay, sounds like a lot what I'm going through. What you going through? Hot and cold, sis? Yeah, I have these moments where I have hot flashes. Okay, so this isn't a Tyesse Report. It's Monday. I'm gonna kind of keep it laid back. I'm gonna talk about a few topics, more of a Monday groove, a free flowing conversation. Tyesse reports are more structured. This is just like us having coffee in the break room. Okay. So this is a Monday groove. So I just talk about a few things that's going on in the world, and then we'll have you on your way. I've actually been cooped up in this house since Saturday, and I need to go somewhere. And I think I'm going to get me a medicine ball and drop these clothes off at the cleaners, and that'll give me something to get out this house because y'all know when that weather is like that, you can't go out there in that mess. So I need to go get me a medicine ball from Starbucks, and I'm gonna bundle up, and then I'm going to the dry cleaners is next to the Starbucks, so that's perfect. I can drop this stuff off. I need to drop my comforter off at the cleaners too, so it's all gonna work out. So I'll drop the comforter and the clothes off at the cleaners, and do they do fluff and flow? I never asked. I'm sure they do fluff and fold. If they don't, honey, they're gonna do fluff and fold for me. So I'm gonna drop my comforter because it just can't fit in a standard washer. Yeah, it can't fit in a standard washer. Okay. Hey, Willie Thompson. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all so much. Have a seat. Sit down. Let's talk about a few topics of the day and a few things, and then I got to get out of here because we have Church World News tonight. It debuts now on Monday nights instead of Sunday nights. So, hey, Samarta. So, it debuts on Monday nights now. So please make a note of that. Hey, Overseer Ware. Okay. Let me just start with this. Let me start with this first, y'all. Kanye West wrote a big old, I think was it the New Yorker, the New York Times, something, who cares? He took out an ad, Kanye West, and he has apologized to Black folks and to Jewish folk. Okay. Y'all hear me? Kanye West has apologized to Black folks and Jewish folks. It's been circulating around today, kind of heavy, the apology, y'all. I have too much to take with me. I need to downsize. Yeah, you may have to leave some stuff behind in storage or with a family member. Mother, we ain't read that mess. I didn't read it. I didn't read it. I'm like, people, that's what people say. Is a new album coming? Like, what's going on? Nobody's going to take your apology serious, Nobody. Yeah, them Gemini twins are probably fighting again. He's a Gemini, I believe, so they're fighting. And so the Jewish community, you're done. You are done. One thing about them, they don't play that. We let people come back and keep coming back. At the end of the month, called Bully. His new album, Bully, is actually set. Okay, well, that's what it is. That apology and $3 will get you a large sweet tea at Mickey D's. So it's not that. I was looking at the comments on Ball Alert in the Shade Room, and people were talking about grace and what God gives us. And, there was a lot of Bible people in there like, y'all know God gives us grace and God gives us 7 times 7. And girl, listen, this ain't that. People are over it. People are over it. And there's Timbri. I said she was going to show up. I said it. And there she is. Y'all show some love to Timbri. I was worried about that last text I got. I said, Lord, I hope her power didn't go out. And there she is. Good morning. Everybody's checking in. Samarta checked in. Everybody is, I can see Samarta right here, but you know what I mean. God did it again. People are just over it. People don't have time for this. Hello? I'm fine. I've been getting calls all morning. I am good. Everything is good. I'm live right now. I'm going to send you a link. All right. My aunt actually woke me up. My aunt in California, she actually woke me up. Let me send her a link. Is that okay? Hold on. Make sure I got her right because I think she got a cell. Okay. Honey, it's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. And I sent out a text to everybody just to make sure they knew I was okay because I know people were worried. But my aunt woke me up this morning, and people have been calling from California because listen, it's dangerous if your heat goes out, if your electricity goes out, and you have no heat, and it's freezing. That can be very dangerous, you know. So people have been calling and checking on me. I just believe God, that I believe that we would get through it, and that's what happened. Let me get this sweater kind of straightened out a little bit. Oh, is that side? All right. Okay. Yes. Hey everybody, thank y'all for tuning in. Samara, if we don't walk the apartment today, honey, I might just wait till I move in. At this point, like if we don't walk it today, since we can just walk it on Wednesday. Stop that. Yeah, me and Samara been walking this apartment for a week now. Like, sis, if we don't walk it today, we just wait till Wednesday. Stop that. Oh, okay. Let me get back. All right. We believe God. Kanye West, baby, listen, go with God. He knows all about your problems. He knows. Let me tell you something. Kanye. There's a man down by the river giving sight to the blind. Go see him. He'll help you. There's a man down by the river. I'm ready when you are. Okay, I'll do it when I get off this live, sis. We can do it. Because I need to take some trash out. I need to take some trash over there to the trash can. Kanye, there's a man down by the river giving sight to the blind. Somebody say, ooh, how could you be so cold like that? Somebody's trying to make amends because we know better. We know what he's doing. There's a man down there on a hill, and they said that he's got 5 loaves of bread and some fishes. And now he is multiple loaves and multiple fishes that he's got. Go talk to him. He will help you. There's a man. Love you, Mahogany. Thank you for checking with me, sis. Now he had 5 loaves of bread and I think 3 fishes. Go talk to him. He'll help you. He's guaranteed to help you. Yeah. Who want to help me shovel? Let me tell y'all something. That shoveling is really something deep. You got to have a back and muscles for that. Yeah. All right, Kanye. One more person, I'm going to tell you that person helped. There was a man that couldn't see. He was blind. And the man that I'm sending you to, he took some spit and he rubbed it in the dirt and made a salve and put it in the man's eyes, and the man can see. So go talk to him. He'll help you out. I promise you. Okay. I have to stop letting skin folks playing it. Yeah. Candace, Stephen A., all of them can kick rocks. Nobody cares. Yeah, he put that salve in that man's eyes, and the man, he could see again. Go talk to him. Okay, so we're on the precipice of a crisis, Ty Squad. We're on the precipice of a crisis. And we're hoping and praying that Democrats don't fold like they normally do. Okay. The DHS funding is appropriated in this bill, in this package that they have, and the deadline is Friday. So more likely than not, we may be headed for a shutdown or a partial shutdown. I think Democrats are, I hope that they are, it sounds like they are, ready to finally get some backbone concerning this funding. Just maybe they will hold the line this time. We don't need to be funding ICE. But the problem is there are other departments in this bill that we need funding for. The House is on recess like they always are. You know, they sound like they're ready to go to war. But, you know, Department of Homeland Security, that funding needs to be, it needs to be curtailed. It needs to be redlined and streamlined and highlighter markers going through this and take that out. That's what needs to be done. And I don't even know if Republicans, you know, do they now have, seeing what happened with Brother Peretti, do they now have enough balls to stand up against this man? You know, it's tricky. It's tricky because there are things that we all benefit from that are in this bill, and shutting the government down right now would be catastrophic. This is one of the biggest moments right now, y'all, that I've seen in a while, because, child, you got all kind of things going on right now in America, and a government shutdown right now would be catastrophic for the American people. I'm just being honest, because we got so much going on domestically right now, y'all. And then, you know, our soldiers, they're in different places and different drama going on, and so their pay is attached. It's just, oh, Jesus. All because of this damn demon from the pits of hell. All because of him. I unfortunately saw there's even more footage, crystal clear footage of Mr. Peretti's lynching, assassination. I saw it today, this morning, and it is even worse. There have been multiple angles that have been uploaded to social media, including CNN. And so now you see, you know, his firearm was taken from him, and he was beaten in the face with a pepper spray canister and then shot 10 times. I actually wish I wouldn't have saw that new video, because it's crystal clear. It's not grainy. There's not a lot of movement. Hit in the face multiple times with a pepper spray canister. His gun was taken away from him, and the person walked off with the gun. You can see them walking off with the pew-pew. And then he was pew-pewed 10 times. And so, Democrats, if y'all buckle on this DHS funding right now, then you know what? Y'all are just, you know, just become Republicans. Just become Republicans. And I save your emails. Save your emails. Email your mammy. Email her. So here's the deal. I am not on here saying that, and none of the top squad is saying that we want no security. You want to be able to go to damn Kroger and not have yourself hit and bust upside the head with a brick. Okay? We want safety. You want to be able to go pick up your kids from school and not be carjacked. Okay. But we have to have common sense here. These people, ICE, the border people, this is nothing but modern day slave patrols, Ty Squad. I hope I am, and good to see you back in the chat. This ain't nothing but modern day slave patrols. So you have Kristi Noem, who I don't even believe is human. I think she's a robot, actually. You have Kristi Noem, the Secretary of Homeland Security, you know, not even having all the facts, just getting on the news, saying, yeah, he's a domestic terrorist. Yeah, come to find out the man is an ICU nurse at the Veterans Affairs Hospital. This man is a government employee that was assassinated by the government. Y'all, if we don't get up and do that now, honey, I'm going to be honest with y'all, it really goes downhill from here. So we're asking everybody to please find out your state representative's phone number. Call them. Call them and let them know, listen, please fight. Please do not give up. Hold the damn line. Because Democrats, y'all are becoming worthless. What are you there for? Just go home if you're not going to do nothing. Then you have Mr. Bovino, which is the border, whatever he is. He's over there lying, just looking in the camera and lying. Somebody said on Twitter, "Oh, Tyesse," I was on the thread. "Oh, Tyesse, how do these people sleep at night?" Fine, they sleep fine. They don't. Do you think these people have tossing and turning moments? I said they sleep fine. They sleep fine because that DNA from the slave master, from the plantations, from when our ancestors were in bondage, that DNA is a continuum, y'all. Their grandkids and great grandkids are now ICE. So, honey, that evil, it never dies. It never dies. No, it don't. That's why I left the Democratic Party and became an independent. The Dems need some backbone. Yeah. They need a lot of testicular fortitude. Mind you guys, see, is what they do is they keep us focused on Minnesota and keep us with shock and awe every time you look up at something. And we're still dealing with this Medicare situation. You know, I always call it Medicaid. Y'all, it's Medicare, right? I always get them confused. We're always shocked and awe with something new in the news every day. So people are not paying attention to, we still got to deal with this Medicare situation. Because they're known to do trickery and slip things in and slip things out and sign some over here in the middle of the night and move this around. They're crooks. That's what they do. They're known for this. When he looked on the TV and looked in the screen crystal and said, "Oh, I don't know what is that?" No, we're not doing that. We don't know about Project 2025. And we knew what it was. We knew it was going to be implemented. This is about white supremacy. This is about white folks becoming the minority, and they're doing everything in their power to stop it. They said black people are getting too uppity. They're too educated. You know, they're buying too many houses, buying too many damn cars. They got too much going on. It's too much. Yeah, they were already beginning to rumble and say stuff like that already. Black women are the most educated group in America. They open up all these businesses and stuff. It's too much. We got to stop. We got to bring this down a little bit. They are outpacing white folks with all of these white supremacists, all of these racist, systematic things in place. We don't know how to stop these people. It's just they're uncontrollable. They're unstoppable. That's our ancestry. That's our ancestry, honey. Our ancestors, honey, built pyramids and built all kinds of stuff over there. So yeah, that's just our ancestry. You can keep us, try to hold us down. We're still going to be great. It's in our DNA. I'm sorry. We are the original people. Yeah. So DEI doesn't stop us. Taking down murals about slavery in Philadelphia, that doesn't do anything. It doesn't hurt us. Because there are too many people that know the history. Too many archivists, too many people that are around that know what happened. George Washington wasn't shit, and his mammy wasn't shit. So I'm here to tell you, well, I can tell you that. And his great grandmama wasn't shit either. So it's just, you know, he just comes from a long line of shit. So we don't need no murals to tell us that. You know what I'm saying? Thomas Jefferson was a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? The list just goes on and on. How long do y'all have? Well, how much time do you have? You know, they don't want that information out. They don't want that information out. So at the end of the day, we're going to keep on trucking. We need to be engaged. We do not have time to be sitting around talking about damn Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. We don't have time. We have shows for that. We know how to do nuance. We know how to have fun when we need to, but we just don't have time. People that tell me, I just don't want to hear about none of it. Okay, girl, you don't have to hear about any of it. Go in your house and close all the doors. Because see, when shit really break off, when the stuff really break off, then everybody come in the chat. What's going on, mother? Girl, nothing. Nothing's going on. See, while we're out here trying to figure out what's going on and keeping ourselves informed, everybody talking about, oh, it's too much for me. I can't take it. It's too much news. But as soon as something breaks loose, everybody in the chat talking about, what happened? What's going on? Girl, nothing. Call your worker. Call your pastor. We don't know nothing. Those are the people. As soon as something go on, Joseph Support Services paid you $10. Oh, thank you, Joseph Support Services, LLC. It just, they get on my nerve. Everything is just, oh, it's too much. I can't take it. Oh, I can't take it. Girl, you can't take news. You can't take somebody, you can't take somebody explaining to you what's going on in the world. World news is too much for you. These be the same people that be on their social media talking about their lives ad nauseum. Girl, nobody cares about your ex-husband and your co-worker that you can't stand. But they'll sit up and talk about their tired ass lives in 17 parts. I'm just saying, y'all. They the ones Harriet Tubman would have left because all they want to do is party all day. Party like rock stars. Party, laugh, party. Let's just party and laugh. This man moving military assets. Man moving military assets to Iran right now. We got to keep an eye on that. You don't know when something's going to pop up over there. A prime example, when they did what they did to food stamps, what they didn't know about that big nasty bill there in for a rude awakening, but refused to be in the know. They were all crying on TikTok. They were all over there crying on TikTok, the white folks, the poor white folks. They were all over there, you know, when it came to Medicare and all this stuff. I can't believe this. I voted for him. I can't believe this. Girl, he was a con man when before he was president, he was a crook. What did you think happened? You think he got delivered from being a crook? He stiffed contractors all up and down the eastern seaboard. Construction companies was going out of business with this man. They say Atlantic City is a shell of itself now. You go through Atlantic City, you're like, what the hell happened? It's barely holding on over there in Atlantic City. He came through there scamming and scheming. 47. And that's the thing, you know, what bothers me most, Wayne, is because he's always doing these tears. And it shows you how horrible a businessman he is. He'll do tears, then it falls apart. He'll rescind the tears. Then he'll come back 2 months later, add more tears, then reset. It's like, didn't y'all Google and research this man? Trump Steaks, Trump Airlines, Trump University, all failed flops. Child, they say Atlantic City, honey, you go through there, you're like, girl, what happened over here? I mean, it's still holding on, but it's like, if they make a deal with China, problem, China's our biggest dealer. A zebra don't change its stripes. And they voted for the man. They thought that he was somebody that was a champion for their phobias. The transgender people are taking over volleyball. They're taking over. Oh, they're taking over. Your girls can't play. And then you go and you Google research. What is the population of trans people in America? 0.000000001%. How can that number take over anything? He wore their asses out. Now we're getting word that the Cubans and all of them down there in South Florida are in the streets crying and hooping and hollering because all of their family members are being taken away. All the undocumented family members are being deported, and the Dominicanos and the Venezuelans, all of them folks, they're all being deported, and he told the hell up out of here. And so you also have, Ty Squad, you also have what people don't understand is you have families that have mixed immigration status, but you have families that have mixed nationality, different cultures within one family. You get a lot of that too. We have that in the Black community, but not as much as the Hispanic and the Latin American people. They have a lot of mixed cultures in their family. So you may have multiple. You may have somebody from Venezuela over here, somebody somebody from another country over here in the family, and it's just all kinds of. It's like a melting pot of cultures in these families, and everybody being sent back to these countries. And sometimes it's mainly through in-laws and marriage, you guys. But it's just sad. It's really, really sad that people were fooled. They're sending their asses back over there, honey. They're heave holding their asses up out of here. Brian says we have a large Ethiopian population, mostly in DeKalb County. Yeah. It looks horrible. I remember going every summer as a child. It was so nice. Now no beach, no real boardwalk. Everything falling apart. All the damn lights falling on the ground from the casino. Everything rusty and old over there. Yeah, he was over there in Atlantic City, Tom. People say it don't look nothing like the Atlantic City they grew up with, Shaky. We have a large, okay, I read that. They didn't think that, they just didn't want. I'm tired of them asking Black women, when are we going to step up? I saw a wonderful ad this morning. Someone sent me. I may try to upload it. And it's really powerful. Someone sent it to me this morning. Let me see something. Hold on. I'll respond to somebody. It's once it's done, it's going to be decades out. Yeah. I saw something this morning, Alicia Sheehan. It was somebody spoke about that. I think I need to upload that, y'all. I was gonna save it for one of my reports, but I better upload that now. Yeah, I better get y'all that information now. This guy really, really brought it home. Hold on a second. Okay, let me see if I can get it. Probably upload that now. Let me see. Wait. I'm not gonna be much longer, y'all, because I don't want the day to get away from me. I want to go to the cleaners and head over here and get me a medicine ball. Okay. It's gonna take a long time. I think I saw the one you're talking about. Tyesse also. No, that ain't the one I'm talking about. I'll get it. You probably didn't see this. Yeah, smash the like button, everybody. Please hit the like button. Y'all hit everything else. Please hit the damn like button. Please hit the damn like button. You hit everything else. That's all we asking y'all to do. Okay, hold on 1 second. I think we got it uploaded here. So now all we got to do is this. We got to download it. Now we just got to upload it over here. Okay. Please note that we will be live tonight with Church World News tonight. Amen. At our time. Is this thing uploading? Let me see if it's uploading. I'm gonna have to get me another uploader because I'm sick of this delay. Okay, so let me get this uploaded to Tyesse Report really quickly. Okay. Meanwhile, do you ever want to reach out to me about anything? Do you ever want to talk to me about something? You taking a break from shoveling? Y'all be careful out there because a lot of people have coronary events shoveling snow because your vessels constrict. So please, Tyesse Report, be careful because a lot of people have coronary events, cardiac events while shoveling snow because the blood vessels constrict around your heart. We need you to be careful if you have any heart issues. Hey, nephew, if you want to reach out to me, Tyesse said, we ain't got no money for no strangers. We ain't got no money, baby. For everything else, reach out to us, okay? They love talking about, can you loan me $1,500? I need some cash. Yeah, reach out for everything else. We ain't got no money. I'm just keeping it a bean. We ain't got no cash. All right, let me get this uploaded taskbar. Hold on 1 second. And then we'll watch it at this time. Okay, we'll wait for that to upload. Yes, Church World News tonight, not to be confused with Church World News Live. Okay, not to be confused with Church World News Live, which is on Wednesday nights. Okay, well, I'll keep talking while that uploads. So we're dealing with that, y'all. We're dealing with this funding. And the deadline is Friday. So we'll see how the Democrats hold the line. So we're dealing with that. We're also dealing with multiple international hotbeds and hotspots going off around the world. Okay, and we're dealing with weather situations. So a lot of people are snowed in. Millions are without power. Millions are stuck in their homes. That's why we try to let everybody know to please make sure that your medications were well stocked and make sure that you had all the essentials that you need for multiple days without power. You know, some of y'all remember what happened in Texas a few years ago. There was lots of loss of life due to the power grid failing in Texas. And so you would think in a country, one of the richest countries in the world, that the power grid would be up and, able to withstand some snow, right? Okay. Enough stalling, Tyesse. We got the video ready. Okay. We got the video ready, and we're going to watch it right now. Enough stalling. Let's take a listen.
For all the Black Americans saying ICE isn't our problem.
Peace. How can you laugh at a time like this? How can you joke and dance around and be easy at a time like this? How can you post videos, living your life, loving your family at a time like this? I saw a video of a Black mutual of mine who was essentially asked those questions in response to him posting a funny post on the same day that ICE had taken yet another life. How can you? Now, this is someone who posted conscious content on a regular, along with other personal, relatable content. But on this particular day, the question was, how could you? As if he was shirking a responsibility, with the implication that it should be all hands on deck at a time like this. A time like what? To who? A time like the Triangle Trade, slavery, the Jim Crow era, the Holocaust, a time like the genocide, Reconstruction, the Civil Rights era, a time like the crack era, the LA Rebellion, mass incarceration era, a time like what? And for who? Black Americans, people with disabilities, Palestinians, Congolese, poor people, a time like what? For who? Now, to be clear, I am not an absolutist, and I am certainly not an isolationist. I'm not one of the this is not our problem Black folks. Most intelligent and informed Black people know good and well that if they do that to y'all, they'll do worse to us. History has shown us as much. So we're gonna do what we do because it's what we have always had to do through generations of times like this, and trying to ring the alarm for those of you who wasn't trying to hear it until the time came that it was your turn. But we Black parents have been sending our children out into the world knowing that they could get Emmett Till, they could get Trayvon Martin, they could get Mike Brown, and be villainized posthumously over a cigarillo or a bottle of orange juice. And when we say that our lives matter, have many of you retort with all lives matter. People who are suspiciously silent at the moment, especially those of the white lives matter variety. One wonders why, but I digress. It has always been a time like this for us. Those of us who've had to learn to live and love and laugh under duress for the entirety of our time here. Generations of us who've always known what you were just now discovering. That it's not that to white supremacists we are nothing but collateral damage. It's that to white supremacists we are nothing. And now you know, white supremacy was not created for white people. White people were created for white supremacy. It will always be a time like this for people like us and you, not like us. Unless you are black, and I don't mean everybody black. Stay out of black folks' comments trying to dictate how we cope at a time like this. For me, that means posting content that will inspire, not just enrage. I will continue to love, laugh, be the best me that I can be for those whom I'm here to serve. But it is not up to you to dictate how we do what we do at a time like this. We out here.
Yeah. I like that. I like that kind of teaching. And, you know, and some of what he said is a little antithetical to some of the things that I say, because I often say, but people know what I mean. I often say that when we get time, we will get round there. I am not being dismissive of the plight and what's going on in America, but I think people are now understanding that what we have been telling them for a long time, now other races are experiencing that. When we said Black Lives Matter, they said all lives matter. When our women, Sandra Bland, Sonia Massey, were being executed, it was, well, what did she do? So there's this expectation for us just to automatically jump and run, you know. Like I said, I don't mean any harm by that. When I finish at Kroger, when I leave Starbucks, I will go right there and see what's going on. With this last election, we no longer jump up. Black women are no longer the super women anymore. They will always be super women, but we're just not the super women for y'all no more. We will get round there when we get round there. Okay. It doesn't mean that we're any less vocal about the struggle. It's just that we have carried all of this on our backs while still being oppressed in the same country. Oh, wow. No, sis, just walk through a flooded unit. Please open your cabinets and heat your homes. My cabinets are open right now. Yeah, people just don't know. Open your cabinets. Let the water run. Man, is it a unit that somebody live in, sis? They should know better, because we get notices via text message. Michelle, that's what a lot of people are saying. If it can get up to 65 degrees, I may walk around and see what y'all talking about. But I'm not going to be out here in the cold, because, to be honest, and this is not a tit for tat. It's not a tit for tat. But when we were out there in August and July heat, for our people, you know, sometimes we didn't get a lot of y'all to show up. We had some to show up, but when we were out there in, Mississippi masala heat, all of this is avoidable. All of this is just totally avoidable. This does not have to be like that, y'all. All of this, it's like, let's keep it a bean. People came, and we still, Sarah, don't know what's going to happen, because something still don't seem right about that election. Now all floors have to be replaced at the resident's expense. Ooh. Oh my God. When all you had to do was open your cabinets and leave the water running, child, that's one bill I wouldn't be looking forward to getting. We listened to Black women and they said, sit down. So we sit. I'm just saying that, and you know what the thing is, Sasquatch? It doesn't make us any less empathetic to Brother Peretti and his family, my heart wrenched this morning. My heart wrenched this morning watching the new video. I don't feel any less empathetic to Sister Good, but I understand that we have tried. We have been trying, waving for 400 years, telling everybody, these people are crazy. They're sick. And it's like now, everybody like, oh my God, they really are crazy and sick. Everybody like, girl, but I'm out here. I can't do this. Remember in Waiting to Exhale, when Robin, boyfriend, stole her purse, and then she told Whitney Houston, "Do you really think he stole my purse?" And Whitney Houston like, "Girl, I gotta go. I can't do this. I'm sorry. I can't do this." That's how you feel. And you shouldn't feel guilty about it, Miss LaShonda. And let me be clear. Save your emails again. Let me be clear. What you see people saying in this chat doesn't mean that we are not engaged in the political process that we are up under. That does not mean when you see Miss LaShonda say she threw her cape away, that doesn't mean that she doesn't have her original cape that came in red, black, and green. She just threw that cape away, that cape that everybody runs and go gets. Black women will always be the holders up of democracy. A lot of them did not get the recognition they needed during the civil rights. Yeah, Ella Baker, Fannie Lou Hamer. No, they didn't get it. They didn't get the recognition they deserve. A lot of men, patriarchy did take hold during the civil rights movement too. There's so many women that were integral parts of the civil rights movement, but they didn't get their just due. We've always been in front. Yeah, I'm down to help. I'm just resting. I'm not putting my physical black body on the line. We've been trying a long time. Hey, Larry, we've been trying a long time to flag down and tell everybody, y'all, we've been waving the flags. This man is batshit crazy. He's a lunatic. They said we had Trump derangement syndrome. Now people are being executed in the middle of the street in broad daylight. Oh, they got Trump derangement syndrome. They crazy. Oh my God. They just don't know how to. They don't know how to be. They're sore losers. It actually gets worse. All of this is they're testing out stuff, y'all. They just tested it out slowly, tested it out. You know, it actually gets worse from here. Like Larry said, hell, there might even be an election in 2028. The woman just told. She said to Governor Walz in Minnesota, she said, "We'll take ICE up out of here. We will remove ICE. Just give me all your voter data. Give me your books." That's not even a lie. That's facts. That's what she said. She said, "We'll pull out. Just give me all of your voter data so they can rig Minnesota's election." We did the heavy lifting. It's not on us that their indifference to our plight helped to bring about this reality. Now, the All Lives Matter people are really realizing, okay, wait, hell, they'll blow anybody down away. Okay, yeah, all lives do matter. Yeah, they do matter, but this thing is much deeper than all lives matter. This thing is turned into all lives can be blown away. They done flipped it. Okay. All lives matter. Now it's all lives can be taken. Texas quietly did it this AM and handed voter data over time. I hadn't got that. See, these are states that you need for elections. They're either, swing states or either states that are deeply red or deeply, sometimes a purple. They call them purple. Purple or either deeply red states, ruby red, they say. A black woman, Kamala, literally told them what she told them word for word. Whew. Contact your senator, contact your House of Representative, call them, find out their number. You can go to us.gov and get your senator's information. You can go to your local state website and find out your House of Representative member. Call them, let them know that do not fight to strip all of that ICE funding up out of that DHS bill funding allocation. Enough is enough. They're getting people off the streets. The posters for ICE, the recruitment posters look like Call of Duty video game posters. They're using words like vermin and roaches. So you think about it. You think about what's all under attack, Tyesse Squad. The First Amendment, the Second Amendment, and the Fourth Amendment are all under attack. And these are also supposed to be constitutionalist people. First Amendment, freedom of speech, freedom of press. Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, carry, all of that stuff. Fourth Amendment, search and seizure. People should not be able to just come and knock on your door and just walk in. Unreasonable search and seizure, checking your body, patting you down without no probable cause. All of these amendments are being stepped on right in front of our eyes. And we got to wake up. We got to wake up. We got to make sure that we're in the know, follow platforms that balance entertainment with information. I wouldn't come on here and just give y'all all this all the time. Nuance is important. You don't want to have, overload. It will lead to another shutdown, but this is what the Honorable John Lewis called good trouble. Yes. You shouldn't mind getting a little good trouble. Constitution will be scrutinized. It's going to get worse. Y'all, the heavens declared, let's prepare. Let's prepare. Let's get in the know. Let's get in the know. When you think about the Second Amendment and what the Second Amendment means and what the forefathers or the founding fathers, they wanted you to be able to protect yourself if the government turned on the people. If it was, and now we're experiencing that where the government is turning on the people. That's crazy, y'all. Absolutely crazy. The Constitution, all that shit is really fluff. Because see, you have Mr. Peretti, who was armed and a open carry or concealed and carry, whatever state Minnesota laws entail, and you see you have Kyle Rittenhouse. See, Kristi Noem said you can't come to a protest armed with multiple magazines. Then you have images of Kyle Rittenhouse with a AK-47, AR-15, whatever he had, going to a protest, unaliving 2 people, and then got acquitted. So that's why we know better, y'all. We know what we're up against. We know what we're up against. You had all of these people. Acquitted, pardoned for an insurrection. So when it comes to the rule of law, it's selective. I feel like I'm watching a movie on the cop. Well, I think they're inciting, what they want is they want to invoke the Insurrection Act. He wants to declare martial law. He wants elections to be delayed. He wants elections to be canceled. I think that's what they're itching towards. We also got news that Mr. Holman, the border czar, is on his way to Minnesota, and they're over there clapping to him, oh my God, like Clint Eastwood is coming to town. Yeah, so Holman is on his way to Minnesota today, I believe. We also got news this morning that we have some protesters over at the hotel where they got word that the ICE men were staying at. They went over there and tore that place out. They're mad because Don Lemon is protected under the First Amendment. So people are going to disrupt, but I have never seen people are going to disrupt and they're going to organize. Because I have never seen on Twitter so many people, celebrities that are not even, they don't even, engage, speaking out of this about Mr. Peretti. I have never seen, this many people. And there are some Republicans that are now kind of like, okay, y'all, yeah. People, here's what you have. You have 140 million people that are in the House. That's his biggest problem. They're all in the House right now. They can't go nowhere. So all they're seeing it on TV. They're on social media. They're all at home right now, snowed in, watching what happened over the weekend. This man, you saw him trying to help a woman that ICE pushed down like she was a man. He was trying to help her. And because of that, he was seen as an enemy of the state. He was pushed down, hit in the face multiple times with a pepper spray canister. And then his gun was taken from him and he was shot 10 times. All they got to do is see a gun, and all they got to say is, we felt reasonable danger for our partners or ourselves. And they know. Stephen Miller said it. They already said it. You have immunity. ICE has immunity from prosecution. They're not going to charge you. They know that. We'll get that information, Quan. We will get the information. I believe that was a Hilton. It was one of the boutique Hiltons. But we will get the information, and we will make sure that we know who to stay with and whatnot. To me, nowadays, Hilton, unless you're at a resort, Hilton, I don't even stay at Hilton's. Hilton's, to me, now are on the line of a Best Western. I'm just being honest. I've stayed at quite a few. Yeah, it's just like staying at the Best Western. It's like the Days Inn at this point, unless you're at a high-end resort, a Hilton resort. Yeah, all of those hotels, a lot of them are being outsourced to these other companies with different names and stuff. So yeah, Hilton is just like staying at the damn La Quinta now. He was on before they started. That's the key thing, Naida. Being snowed in is a good thing. Watching videos and photos, there are no coincidences. And God has a special way to do things. 140 million people have nothing to do but see what the hell is going on. You know what? I think that's the best way to describe it. They just, like the ones in LA by the airport, you would swear you're in the 70s. Nothing changes. The decor, it's the same. Photos on the artwork on the wall is the same from the 80s and 90s. They just don't upgrade. They just don't. God, this reminds me of Revelation 6. That's heavy. That's heavy, Brian. All right, everybody. This is a sad state of affairs. Yeah, it is, Gil Coleman. Let me get my word for the day in, y'all. And then I'm going to be on my way. We will have Church World News tonight if God says the same. All right. Let me get my word of the day in so we can get on our way. Wanted to give you some news. Kanye West, girl, and what's going on in our nation. Okay. We're not hyperbolic. We're not exaggerating. I always try to have some sort of video or some sort of link to tell you what's going on, that you can go check this stuff out.
I'm Andrea Lucas, chair of the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. Are you a white male who's experienced discrimination at work based on your race or sex? You may have a claim to recover money under federal civil rights laws. Contact the EOC as soon as possible. Time limits are typically strict for filing a claim. The EOC is the federal agency charged with enforcing federal anti-discrimination law against businesses and other private sector employers. The EOC is committed to identifying, attacking, and eliminating all forms of race and sex discrimination, including against white male applicants and employees. Check out eoc.gov to learn more and read our one-page explainer about DEI-related discrimination.
Reparations for white folks. All right, Tom, where's Don? He's been quiet. No, Don's not been quiet. Yeah, you got to follow Don. See, some of y'all don't really follow a lot of these social media platforms. I'm a blogger, so I probably follow it a little more. Yeah, Don is not on. Don was just on. Yeah, Don was just on. You heard, you saw, did you see that? Reparations for white folks. All right. Don's been real loud. Okay. Let's get to the word for today, and then we will be out of here. All right, word for today. Let's get to it. The other night, the lady, well, I think it was daytime, may have been daytime. Zandra, she came on. Remember Zandra? She came on. She sent a $200 cash app. And when I got off from talking to you guys, I had a moment to sit and think about how many times that scenario may have happened that Zandra went through. And so this leads to the neuroplasticity that Brother Larry was speaking about during his series, and how when I first came to YouTube, we had a lot of trolls, we had a lot of people, crazy people, stalkers, just crazy men. Our chat was just, oh my God, it was crazy. And that's why I started putting up the time limit. But all of that over time, I'm gonna try ASAP. All of that over time affected how I saw new people. I sat with myself and thought about that for a minute. And I felt bad because Zandra, you could see she was a wonderful lady. You could see just spirit-wise, and she was a wonderful woman. But I thought about how many people that may have happened to. And all of that came from experiences that we had as a platform with people coming in the chat, being crazy. Some of y'all were here during those early days when people were, oh my God, it was just bananas. And so what I did was I, some kind of way, internalized that experience, and it carried over. So people that didn't mean you good then, people that, I hate to use the word insignificant, but people that were highly insignificant have had some sort of effect on you, even though they are no longer around. These people are no longer, you don't probably know where none of them at, but they left something, an imprint, neurologically, psychologically. That ain't my field, y'all. But they left something on you. And because of that, I then began to think everybody that comes in the chat is new, is somebody here for a problem. Who are you? What, you know, y'all know me. Who are you? Where you come from? What's your name? And it may have stifled growth. It may have slowed down the potential, because we see people with half of my talent that have big numbers. We see people that have 9,000, 10,000 more subscribers, but they don't have my live numbers. So you know something is off. You just, you know something's off, because the math ain't mathing. It never does. But my point is, Ty Squad, I want you to leave here today. ASAP, they have the talent equivalent of cold day-old dressing. But I want to leave here today with you, as I try to address this and move forward and do better with this, Do not let somebody that you don't know affect your business, your relationships with others. Do not allow somebody over time to get into your mind, get into your spirit, get into your psyche, and affect how you do business, how you grow, how you thrive. Because sometimes it's so inadvertent, you don't even know how it is. That's a defense mechanism you created, but it was meant to be time. But over time, it is important, Ty Squad, that you deconstruct and dismantle. Deconstruct and dismantle anything that is not good for you and does you harm. When you're doing the best you can, don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. Don't, well, I wish I wouldn't have did it that way. Everything happens. Everything goes through the way it's supposed to go through. Always. So moving forward, and it's gotten to the point now where we don't even have to really do that anymore. All of that extra vetting is getting to the point now where a lot of that energy has died down, but it's almost like an automatic response that you go back to the trauma or the issue that happened when you see somebody and they're strange. Because we know we have these people like my stalker. They create pages every day, every other day. They create new pages. So I'm at a point now, you know what it is, Ty Squad? Let me say this. Because one of my problems was I didn't want to be talking to you. That was my problem. I didn't want to be talking to you in the chat and you are a whole op or a whole, that was my whole thing. That bothered me. The fact that I could be talking to somebody and you're the stalker. That was my whole thing. That's all I didn't want. But you know what? Where I'm at now, as I sit and think about it, and over the weekend when you rained in and snowed in, you can't do nothing but sit and talk to yourself. But you know what I think now, and y'all hear me good. If you want to be here that bad, where you have to create 78 profiles, if I'm that good, because they say the opposite, right? But if you want to be here on this channel that bad, honey, come on in. Just come in. Because I can tell by the way some people type, I know who you are. I know who Pearl Shay is over there on that channel. I do. I have a great idea who that is. But let me say this to you guys. If you want to be here that bad, just come on in, baby. Come on in. To me, it shouldn't be that serious. I just don't want to be talking to somebody that hates me. That bothers me. It really does. So if it's that serious for you to be here at the official Tyesse Report, where they claim I'm eviling and I'm mean and I talk to people like I'm Jim Jones, that's fine, you know. And them people they hooked over there. He got their asses. They mesmerized. It's okay. I hear all the conversations. I do. All he got to do is break out the red Kool-Aid and they'll drink it. Come on in. Just make sure you just hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button and make sure you leave us a damn seed. Leave us a seed. Today is 1/26. Today is the day I found out that my brother passed away. Today is the day that I found out my brother passed away on New Year's Eve, but 1/26 is the day I found out. And so what I can tell y'all is this. It's been 4 years now, but I can tell y'all this. God will see you through grief, bereavement, whatever you're going through concerning the loss of a loved one, he will see you through it. Come on in. We see you. We understand you. We get you. We get you. Some of them people, they don't know how to come back because they're over there on the other platforms. They don't know how to come back. They don't know what to do. They want to come back, but at the end of the day, if you left here and it wasn't that bad, we don't mind. We don't mind bringing you back. We don't mind bringing you back. I know I'm different. I know I'm different than these other content creators. I get it. And the reason why they speak so negatively against you, they know it too. I look at content creators that came over here and stopped by here on their way to where they're at and now speak, it tickles me, y'all. It does. And I hear them talking as though they like Oprah now. Like these girls tickle me. They stopped by here. They got their help with William. They got their help with me. And now they used to be in Larry's chat. And now you're doing shows where people are throwing shots at Larry. But you used to be in his chat, all in his Patreon. So when I say people are snakes, I know what I'm talking about. It makes you laugh. It does. It was all over here in my chat, trying to get a name for yourself, all in Williams live all the time, trying to get a name for yourself. And now sitting up talking about, yes, hello, everybody. Yes, I don't want to be a gatekeeper. I want to be able to help everybody. And you're like, girl, who is she now? Dan Rathers? Like they all over in Larry's members only. I saw when Larry kicked off his members only. I saw, one of them ladies, I said, there she go. I saw the little green thing go across. I said, she didn't join. Or she gonna make sure she have all her moans before, she can take back to the, the prelay. They be sitting there now like this, Stephanie. Yes, I just, this is just, oh, yes. You just throw your hands up like this and say, Lord bless him. Lord bless him. But what I honor and I thank for, how I thank y'all is because y'all have encouraged and informed me of what I mean to y'all and what this platform means to y'all. I honor that. I honor that. Because you know why I honor that, you guys? Because it makes you feel good when people say, Tyesse, I don't watch the news, but I can come to your channel and I can trust what you say. Y'all don't know what type of feeling that is when somebody can say, Tyesse, I watch you and I don't have to watch CNN because I know what you're saying is accurate. I ain't got to go fact check it. You have no idea what that feels like to a blogger. I know you're not going to come on here and add nothing to it. You ain't going to lie to us. I believe what you're saying. And because of that, Tyesse, I'm going to make sure that I never, ever, ever breach that confidence. So even if I don't like that man at the White House, I'm going to be honest about what I am relying to you guys. Whatever's going on in Minnesota is going to be honest. I don't have to add nothing to it. I don't have to take nothing away. If it's Congress, if it's a bill, appropriation bill, it's going to be the truth. So that's what I'm going to do, because I know once people lose confidence in you as a blogger or a commentator, it's very hard to get back. They told me that, a blogger was over there saying that Richard Smallwood died broke and that Donald Lawrence paid for the funeral. And so that's why I'm saying integrity matters. Integrity matters. Integrity matters. Same person that said Matthew Stevenson just had got out of a mental hospital. Same person. Like, you have to ask yourself, where do you get this stuff from? Who's telling you this? Who's telling you this stuff? Say Matthew Stevenson had just got out of the mental hospital. Now Richard Smallwood died broke and Donald Lawrence paid for the funeral. Like, where did they get this stuff from? Even if it was true, why would you say something about that? And the man ain't even in the ground good yet. Let the, as they used to say back in the day, my mom, let the earth settle on the grave. You know, the earth got to settle a little bit. Why is that necessary to share? But these are the people that want to talk about other people's integrity. And then no telling how many people saw that live and then went out and told somebody else the same thing. You see what I'm saying? That's how these rumors and stuff get started. And I only share it with y'all because it's really, really just sad that's where we're at with commentary now. But said the same way, matter of factly, that Dr. Stevenson had just tried to unalive himself and just got out of the mental hospital. Yeah. And if you really know Donald Lawrence, he's kind of like, he don't really deal with all these blogs. He don't like all that. Yeah. Unbelievable, but it's on brand. It's on brand, y'all. All right. I'm gonna see if Samara, because I know Samara got a lot with these plumbing issues. I'm gonna see if Samara want to walk the unit, and then I'm gonna head out, y'all, and then I'll be back. Yeah, well, yeah, it's totally understandable, Lindy. When you see some of these people, you're like, okay, I get it. I get some things, you know. And whenever they're honored with any kind of honor, it's always somewhere locally at some storefront church or something. Nobody knows these people on national levels. You never hear nobody mention these people's names on the national level. No. You never hear nobody being the Stellar Awards honoring these people. These folks are just regional in their area. Don't nobody know these people. Well, in the Catholic tradition, that's an honor. If you die without, yeah. In the Catholic tradition, But as I said, you guys, it's on brand. Yeah, if they get an award, some type of Cracker Jack award, some type of sponsored by Applebee's, something like that. ASAP, ain't nothing major. Ain't nobody give you nothing. Some type of award, Waffle House, sponsored by the Waffle House. George Bush said they can't be left behind. The sad part is they're procreating. I cannot. I don't know where they get these sources from, unless they're getting them from these master prophets and these people that they met. That's the only thing I can think of. Unless they're getting it from these people that they get it from. I don't know. All right. Ty Squad, new followers and friends. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. It ain't got back cold again. So this heat don't last long. You got to keep the heat on all day, y'all. You just got to keep the heat on 73 all day long. Just never turn it off. Yeah. All right. You want to support the platform? Please do so at this time. You want to support us? Just make sure 2 6s in your offering today. Today is the 26th. Whatever you give, it's 526, 1126. Just make sure 2 6s in your offering. If you enjoy any part of this broadcast today, I appreciate you. I thank you for listening and being attentive here at the official Tyesse Report. We'll be live tonight. We're going to shoot for 9 p.m. straight up, okay? 9 p.m. straight up, not 9:30. So please be aware of that so you'll be back here in the know. 9 p.m. straight up right here, Church World News tonight, okay? I can't wait to see you. Yes, just make sure the number 26 is in your offering or your donation today. We also want to say happy birthday to Anita Denise Baker. You may know her as Anita Baker. Happy birthday. And we'll be celebrating some more birthdays on tonight, okay? All right. I think we're good. I think we're good. I'm going to leave it up for a few more minutes. Yes, support the platform. Now, Edie says, I feel like turning my heat up. I'm going to turn it back on. Happy birthday, Anita. Anita, you see this girl. They say you watch my show, Anita. Happy birthday. Yeah. Anita always says she retiring and she come right back. Yeah, Mama Janice, I've been on for an hour and 24 minutes. I'll be back though tonight. You can also play this back. You can also play this back. All right, everybody. Okay, y'all got the Cash App? Okay, there we go. Let's get up out of here. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Okay, now let me get on down the road. Dry cleaners, Starbucks, Kroger, in that order. Got it. Dry cleaners. I gotta get me a medicine ball. I got it. I gotta have one. All of them on the same street. I can see it in my head. I'm gonna make a straight line. Okay. All right, everybody. Love y'all so much. Cue the music. Let's go. Okay, Candy, when you see your comments getting deleted, that doesn't mean that it is a moderator that did it. YouTube withholds some comments because of wording. So a lot of times people think it is a moderator, but it's not a moderator. It is YouTube. The analytics see certain words, and even a certain emoji can get flagged. And then usually it'll be released. I can release it, or it'll just say your comment has been hidden. We can release it though. Yeah, it's mostly held by YouTube. Those are not moderators. So I'm glad you asked. So some people think that it's moderators doing that, but no. If it's a moderator, it will say deleted by, and then it shows who deleted the comment. It'll show you who deleted the comment. All right? Okay. And sometimes the built-in, sometimes it can be just a regular comment and it'll just flag it. Yeah, sometimes the comment is not even nothing offensive. It's just always wrong and all over the place the way they flag it. So sometimes it could be just something really mundane and they flag it. There's no rhyme or reason. Stop. Larry's going live in an hour, y'all. Larry's going live in an hour. Let me put the link in the chat. Head over and turn your notifications on. Larry is going live in 55 minutes, okay? So please be sure to stop by. I'm going to put the link in the chat for those that want to go by and support. All right.